right, here we go.
All right, so first, go ahead and get yourself a large pan, heated over a medium-low heat. Also, we have a large pot full of some water here because we will be boiling some lasagna noodles. Is that right? Lasagna noodles? Lasagna pasta? Ah, well, let's go. Okay, so back over at the prep station, we have here 1 green bell pepper, 2 sticks of celery, 1 yellow onion, and 4 cloves of garlic. We also have some other ingredients that we will be chopping up, but for now, let's get cracking on these vegetables right here. Hiya! It looks as though we have got ourselves a clean sweep. Woo-hoo! Oh man, speaking of clean sweep, I better get a broom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back over to our hot pan. We are heating up a half stick of butter. Okay, once your butter has melted, you will drop in your chopped vegetables. Ooh, I love that sound. And get stirring. Now, some people might be a little bit intimidated by all these vegetables, but I believe it's because they just don't like the texture of vegetables in the food they eat. So, for me, I think a way of getting someone to entertain the idea of eating a lot of vegetables like this in their food is just to cook it down for a long period so that the consistency of it is a texture that is palatable to all. All right, so we're gonna let this saute for a little bit. We're gonna get over back to our area over here where I have some sliced baby portobello. I'm gonna chop them up into some small pieces. And there you go. So just so you guys know, this is about 8 ounces of baby portobello. Let's throw it in the pan. Bam. Blend that in. Woo, boy, let me tell you, these mushrooms right here, they're gonna give our lasagna just another extra layer of meatiness along with the crawfish. All right, so we're gonna let these cook down for probably another 10 minutes or so. We just want to get some nice searing here on these mushrooms and let everything really start to get soft. Now, look, if you are not a fan of mushroom at all, then you can leave it out. There's no harm, no foul. All right, this is getting really soft, which is good. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add 1 10-ounce can of some original rotel. Go ahead and blend that in. Oh, yeah, looking good, boy. All right, guys, we are also making sure our pot gets boiling over here. We've increased the heat a little bit down here, probably get it up a little more. And we're going to get started cooking on that lasagna. All right, while that is heating up, get back to our mixture over here, which is looking pretty good. Say it's nice and tender. About time we go ahead and add our crawfish in. Okay, so what I got right here is 2 pounds of fresh Louisiana packaged crawfish that you can get from Rouses. Now, I ain't trying to start no war with China. I just like my crawfish to be a product of USA. Go ahead and drop those in. Booyah. All right, we're going to go ahead and blend that around now. We're probably going to let these cook in here for about 20 minutes. Next, we will add in 1/2 tablespoon of paella seasoning. Or your favorite Cajun or Creole seasoning, ladies and gentlemen. It still works. Mix that around. That is fabulous. Okay, our boiling water, we're going to add 1/2 tablespoon of salt here just to get the water seasoned. We're going to get our pasta in there. Now look, I go ahead and add the whole 16-ounce package just because some of them may break. I don't know how many I'm going to use. I just don't ever take a chance. All right, I got to get a fork. In the beginning, you kind of want to move these around so that they don't stick together here. So hopefully I didn't wait too long there. I think we're all right. All right, so just so y'all know, I'm boiling these noodles for about 9 minutes. The package directions say 10 to 12, but I want them to not fully cook here. I want them to finish in the oven. Okay, so in the meantime, back over here, I have roughly what will equal out to maybe around a tablespoon of parsley, fresh parsley. I'm gonna fine chop it up and then set it aside for when I'm ready. And there you go. All right, guys, time to drain the pasta. As you guys might have seen in some other videos, I like to try to salvage some pasta water here. So that way, if these noodles are stuck together or if I had to leave them aside for a little bit, this pasta water will help break them apart without making them runny. So that's just how I like to roll. All right, so back over to our mixture here. We're gonna go ahead and add 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. And just keep mixing that in there until it is melted. Beautiful. All right, so to this, we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And blend that in. From here, we can let this sit. We'll just turn our fire completely off for now. Boom. At this time, get your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Okay, guys, over here I have shredded up some Rouses Havarti jalapeno cheese and some Rouses fresh mozzarella cheese. Both are about 1/2 pound blocks. Make sure if you can't find this jalapeno cheese, you mention Havarti, because I didn't mention Havarti, and boy, that deli lady sure did get on me. Havarti. All right, guys, in a bowl off to the side over here, I've added 2 10.5-ounce cans of cream of mushroom soup. And next, I will add my tablespoon of parsley. Next, we'll add 1/2 tablespoon of basil leaves. Gonna mix this up really good. Let's move on. All right, guys, next up is my 9x13 baking dish. I'm gonna spray it down with some non-stick cooking spray. Beautiful. What's up, Gumbo? All right, so to this mixture right here, I'm actually gonna take all of this and move it to one side and then kind of lean the pan on its side because I wanna get some of these juices right here, and I'm gonna layer the bottom of my baking dish with those juices. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some lasagna. There we go. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and add our cream of mushroom soup mixture over here. It's kind of like my version of ricotta. I'm not a big ricotta, whatever you call it, cheese person. I like this right here, so that's how we're gonna roll. All right, so next we're gonna add our crawfish mixture on top of this lasagna. All right, from here we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella and then also a little bit of our Havarti jalapeno cheese. We're gonna repeat those steps and we'll see what it looks like. Woo-hoo. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have repeated those steps 2 more times and this bad boy is now ready for the oven. Let's go. All right, we're gonna bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. So we're going to let this cool for about 10 minutes before we cut into it because it's piping hot, as you can see. right, let's cut into this bad boy. Man, this looks so good. Kick it up. All right, guys, I'm ready to dive in. And I also got to thank Rouses for hooking it up. Once again, we got us a nice meal in front of us. Let's go ahead and take a bite. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's just so creamy. The pasta's tender. Everything blended together really well. There's a nice kick because we use jalapeno cheese, good Cajun seasoning. But it's not too bad because there's a lot of dairy in there, you know? So overall, oh man, I just gotta take another bite before I say overall, because it's really good and I am starving. I wish you guys could see all the prepping that goes into just doing this. It takes a lot of time. You gotta take pictures, you know, and get the cropping right. But oh man, it is worth it. Man, it's so good. Think about carrot. A little healthy, right? Well, look, guys, I had a blast making this. It's so delicious, tons of flavor. I think this would go over well with your families or friends. Give it a try. Head over to your local Rouses Markets and get all the ingredients you need. Well, that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Crawfish lasagna. Hook it up. Until next time. Paya!
It's not just good, it's the best.
Really? You love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go pick a cookie.
Did you? Hiya!
Ta-da!